Mariya George, I'm the CEO and co-founder of ClearEye.ai. I'm a computer science engineer by training. I live in New Jersey with my 2 kids, my husband and a dog, and my day work is ClearEye, and my part-time work are the kids and the dog.
You highlighted evolving red flags in trade finance. What's changing most dramatically and what's causing this?
Red flag is changing significantly in the banking industry because of the complexity of trade finance and also how sophisticated financial criminals are becoming these days. For example, the traditional red flag checking for inconsistencies in the documents still exist today. But beyond that, we are seeing a lot of over-invoicing, under-invoicing, phantom shipments, multiple invoices, using different good descriptions. So all those are happening more and more these days. Now, on top of it, in addition to this transaction level red flags that we have to look for, there are other areas, like 2 other areas I want to highlight. One being, it's understanding, know your customer's customer. So what I mean by that is it's very important to understand the network of the full network of your customers' contacts, even in the context of a transaction. So that's something that we're constantly looking out for. The second item that I want to talk about is also called network analysis. So when we are looking in a specific transaction, look at all the parties involved in the transaction and then try to figure out how these parties are connected and look for potential red flags and anomalies there. So those are the additional kind of red flags that we are seeing, and technology systems products should be capable to look for those.
How can banks better use technology to spot and act on these red flags?
Banks have been working on leveraging technology, especially AI, leveraging machine learning, natural language processing, and nowadays talking a lot about Gen AI, large language models. Because, gone are the days when banks thought they can do this all manually. Every single bank we talk to, they are in some shape or form working on this. And giving specific examples, so because we are in the trade finance segment, it's still very paper heavy. Banks are leveraging AI for digitization. They are leveraging AI for sanction screening, doc checking, for example. But once the data is completely converted into a structured format, from a red flag automation point of view, also they are leveraging it. Many of the banks have automated the red flag checks. TBML automation compliance checks are mandatory. For example, countries like UAE, the central bank has mandated that all the banks have to do those audits and checks. Most of the global banks have realized that they need it and they're automating it. Regional banks are catching up in North America, for example, and we are seeing significant traction in Europe as well. So specific examples of how they are doing is whether it's, some of our customers are working with, they focus very much on DLT. And then once we get the structured data, we have been able to convert that and eventually get to a straight-through processing that will make the entire red flag checks significantly easier and more efficient.
What do you think is the one key message you want the BAFT attendees to take away from?
Day 1 of BAFT, day 2 of BAFT actually, but the first day of sessions. The key takeaway is what I'm hearing from many of the panel discussions is the time is now to act on leveraging technology because it exists out there. Tap into that ecosystem, figure out how you can get the data from all the external sources, all the providers out there, and connect that with your banking systems to make sure that financial crime is contained.